Good morning and welcome. Hello, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, and all the fish in the sea. It is I, your grumpy guide to all the tabletop role playing game news, weather, and general internet nonsense that is known as the OGGM, broadcasting mostly live here from a small island off the coast of Costa Rica, affectionately referred to as Site B, on this, the 31st day of May in the year of our Lord Maki Ito 2023. It's Wednesday. It's the last day of the month. Yay, which means rent's due. Yay. And it's also time to take a look at all the tabletop projects, crowdfunding that are coming to an end. Ben Milton's Knave is coming to an end. It's in the last 48 hours. I've backed that one because I was a really big fan of the first Knave. I liked 90% of it. I thought the magic system could have been a little bit different, but closer to Maze Rats because I really like the Maze Rats magic system. So let's hope it was worth the $35 that I paid to back it. Now let's take a look at the rest of the crowdfunding projects that are coming to an end. I've posted some links here in the description for a couple conventions that are looking for support because, this day and age, I think as much as I want to see each and every one of these independent game designers succeed, I really want to see game shops and game cons be able to remain soluble in some form in the current economic nonsense. So if you got to back a Kickstarter, maybe back a convention instead of a game. I don't know, maybe. Okay, let's see what's coming to an end this week. All right, from Word Refinery, we have Koboa, the South American 5e, PF2, and CFR setting. Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and Kobold Press Project Black Flag, also known as Tales of the Valiant. So this is a 5th edition, 5th edition adjacent source book. $35 is the most popular pledge. It gives you the PDF of the Burge book with the stats for all the three systems available in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. So for $35, you get a PDF, but you get the English PDF, you get the Spanish PDF, and you get the Portuguese PDF. All in different languages, all with the system rules for D&D 5th Edition, Kobold Press Project Black Flag, and Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which are all pretty much the same. It is a fantasy setting inspired by the stories and cultures of South America. So if that's something that interests you, if you're looking for an alternative take to the typical, Western European / English / fantasy that we, Tolkien-esque fantasy, and you want to explore maybe the deep, dark Amazon and all the cultures and mythology that comes out of South America, this might be your bag. Or it might not. I don't know. From EN Publishing for Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition and Level Up 5e, we have Epic Threats. High-level monsters for 5th Edition D&D. This is $8 is the most popular pledge. That gives you a PDF of the book, which is, pretty decent price for a PDF. These are all monsters and stuff ranging from CR 11 to CR 20. I don't know if 5e needs monsters that tough. At what point are you just, taking something normal and just adding extra hit points and extra attacks? I'm going to give this troll 50 hit points instead of 30 because I need a bigger challenge. And it's 5e. And once your characters hit around 10th level, and you've got like 2 or 3 players, 3 10th level characters in 5e, you're pretty much going to cakewalk through anything. So, why bother making a thing of 100 new CR 20 monsters when there's a lot of time and energy wasted for something that's going to be killed in 2 rounds. Yeah, I don't know if that's it. I don't know if there's a need of that. But it yet again proves my point that when in doubt, make a monster book. Speaking of monster books, you could just take that money and head on over to Big Geek Emporium, I'm just saying, and pick up one of my monster books, Minions on a Mission, issues 1 through 15. Issues 1 and 2 of Minions of the Mission are no longer available on Big Geek Emporium. They are now only exclusively on my Patreon. So if you want to keep up with your collection of all my monster-centric zines that have been going on since January of this year, head on over to Big Geek Emporium and spend your monster money on that instead of this. From Eric Garland and Heidi Gygax. Yes, that Heidi Gygax. We have Tomb of the Durundal Chief. an AD&D adventure for 5th edition, 1st edition, and Castles and Crusades. This is an adventure. $39 is the most popular pledge. Gets you the PDF and print version of the book in all 3 stats, plus some extras like maps and stuff. This is from Heidi Geigax, who I guess is one of Gary's daughters, and her husband. It's basically just a sort of a adventure set in Gaxland, following the old school format made famous by her father. From Christian Eichhorn for Borg, the game that just never seems to be able to die. We have Monsters. This is a Borg source book for $16 for the PDF. And print version gives you 48 pages of awful illustrated monsters, all designed for the Borg, all using that very weird, bizarre, but wonderful heavy metal album art punk style that Borg is famous for. Is it an art book? Is it a game? We don't know. Again, just proving my point. When in doubt, make a monster supplement. Or you could just take that $16 and head on over to Big Geek Emporium and purchase my monster supplements, known as Minions on a Mission. But if you're looking for some more monsters and terrors to populate your Borg world, which, of course, according to the Borg world, or your Borg world is going to die in like 1d6 days. But yeah, more monsters. And apparently one of them is a chicken knight wielding a lamppost. I don't know. For some reason, I look at this and I think chicken. I mean, it's not a chicken, but my brain is going, that's a chicken in chainmail. I don't know why. But I definitely know that is a light post. From What Ink Games, we have Never Going Home, the beginning and the end. This is for the +1 system. This is a source book. It's a $25 is the most popular pledge for the PDF of the books. This is from the Emmy Award nominated RPG with new source books. It's Eldoreth Horror in the First World War, because World War I and World War II role-playing games are a thing, but they're World War I and World War II with the addition of Lovecraftian horror. So this is the world of the World War I, but it adds Lovecraft horrors, because war is not horrible enough, but now we have to add extra stuff of horror. What is the one system? I don't know. I think it's a D6 system, if I remember correctly. So if you're looking to role play some World War I trench warfare, but then add in the additional, tentacles, yeah. From Dynamite Entertainment, we have the new Starfinder, Pathfinder, and Worldscape graphic novels Kickstarter. This is Pathfinder 2nd edition and Starfinder graphic novels. $90 is the most popular pledge. Will get you PDFs of the games plus rules editions for the systems. And an exclusive D20. So you get the PDFs, you get the print version, you get a D20, and then you get the stats for all the characters that were presented in the comic for Pathfinder. And hey, this is the one with Vampy. Vampirella. Can't go wrong with Vampy. From Stranger Comics, we have Tales of Asunda, issue 1 through 3. Noyoba and Dura, issue number 2, and Mocha Moa, issue number 3. These are Pathfinder First Edition. These are all comic books. $66 is the most popular pledge. Gets you all the editions of the comic. 5 ebooks in total, and some miniatures and the stat blocks for everything that is presented in the comic. So it's based upon the adventures of a half-elf hero in a fantasy comic setting called Niobe. And these are the 5 issues of the comic book that were available, including Tales of Asunda issue number 3. And it also includes Pathfinder stats for the characters from the comic. All right, moving on to the highlight of this week and the ones that I posted the links to down below. We have some gaming locations that are looking for your support. We have something called Hex & Co. Squared. They're bringing tabletop games to Union Station. Hex and Co Squared, bringing tabletop games to Union Station. That would look really weird on the cover of a store, but okay. So this is a friendly local game store that's looking to open up in or near Union Station. The exact address is tentatively 801 Broadway, New York, New York. $10 helps you. $10 is the minimum donation. You're guaranteed a free D20 when you pick up when the store opens, and you help to make sure the store will actually open. So if you live in the Broadway, New York area of, God, I cannot talk this morning. If you live in Broadway, blah, 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 Broadway. New York, it's a wonderful town. Yeah. So if you live near Union Station, New York, and you're like, Union Station needs a game store. These guys heard you, and they're like, hey, help us get this store open. It's going to be called Hex & Co. If you live in Virginia Beach, Virginia, we have a convention that's looking for support. Link down below. This one is just simply called Tabletop Game Fest. It's trying to get their convention in June. They're looking for some support. It is a one-day convention. $50 gets you the badge, a free copy of an adventure, an art print, and an exclusive die. I would switch the art print for a t-shirt, but other than that, that's a pretty good thing for a one-day convention. You get a copy of an adventure, you get an art print, I would say trade that for a t-shirt, a dice, and a badge. So if you live in Virginia Beach, near the Virginia Beach Convention Center, and really would like to see a convention in June, $50. Link down below. Then we have the Dice and Balls board game and circus skill shop in Nottingham, England. $10. This is a game and circus skill tabletop role-playing game store that's looking to be opened. And they want to open the doors to all the people who don't feel included elsewhere. And they are going to teach you how to play games and circus skills. I got to admit, this one sounds kind of creepy. Finally, if you live in Wichita, Kansas, somewhere near Kellogg and Rockin' Road, there is a convention that is looking for your support. This is called the Tsunami Con 2023. It is Wichita's premier tabletop gaming convention. They're looking to get up and sponsored by June so they can finally roll out in October, it looks like. $40 gets you a path. This is the 10th anniversary for this convention. It's a full day of gaming convention at a hotel at the Holiday Inn. So they're looking for you to toss them $40 in exchange for making sure you can go all 3 days and make sure the convention happens at the Holiday Inn in Wichita at the Kellogg on Rock Road. It's called Tsunami Con. Now, this one's interesting because Tsunami Con's mascot is a cephalopod, an octopus, in Wichita, Kansas. Now, I'm not sure, but I don't think Kansas is anywhere near the ocean. Is it? Map. So I wanted to look this up. So Kansas. Are you anywhere near the ocean, Kansas? Wichita looks like it's right in the dead center of pretty much plains. I don't see any ocean anywhere near Wichita, Kansas. So I'm not sure why their mascot is an octopus. But hey, why not be different, Wichita, Kansas, and have the mascot of your convention called Tsunami Con. You know, you don't normally associate Kansas with tsunamis, maybe hurricanes and tornadoes and Dorothy, but not a tsunami. And your mascot is a cephalopod, an octopus. Again, I normally don't associate Kansas with octopuses. I normally associate Kansas with farmland, but okay. Dare to be different. And I want people to support you just because you are daring to be different. Remember that one time a tsunami hit Kansas? No, that never happened, Grandpa. You sure? That is all the blah, 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 blah. That is all the crowdfunding projects that are coming to an end this week. You still have a chance to support them. And if you do, you have a chance to get some free stuff. Looks like a lot of dice. I'm missing when they gave out t-shirts and stickers. But I guess dice is easier to make than t-shirts and stickers. I don't know. Tote bags, you know? Yeah. These are all available to be found and supported at your favorite Kickstarting, crowdfunding, backlit, itch.io, group funding, game found, blah, blah, blah site. So if any of those sound interesting to you, support them. Get some free swag. Make sure a game gets made or a game convention gets sponsored. Or you could just take all that money that you were going to spend and go, I'd rather support the OG GM and buy his merch on BIG GEEK EMPORIUM or get my copy of Wretched Vigilantes that he wrote. Yeah, that's what I'd rather do. I am the OG GM. If you appreciate this nonsense, let me know. Have a great day. We'll be back shortly. Till then, stay safe.